I am based out of Denver, Colorado. I am an embodiment and success coach and also a realtor, but I help to coach feminine leaders and entrepreneurs. I think one of the themes that got weaved in and many iterations throughout our time together was valuing myself enough to know that I am worthy of everything that I desire. You did a really great job at delivering a really safe space and a safe container. So I want to thank you for that. You are not the first coach that I've had. I definitely have more confidence. I'm feeling more magnetic. This is showing up in my business, and that you really can build the life that you want in career, in relationship, in physical health. All doing all this will inevitably overflow. You'll make more money in your business. You will call in that ideal partner. You will heal the body if you are sick or injured. And so anyone that's just seeking to go from more to more. And so Lance, you have done so many amazing things. You have walked yourself through the fire, so to speak, in so many elements of life. And so when people are signing up to work with you and they are paying you as their coach, they are paying for all of your experiences, all of the lessons that you've learned from your mistakes and your failures, which gets them that much further ahead, that much faster. So if there's anybody on the sidelines, I'm just going to say, do it. This is Lance Debris, president of the Clarity Coaching Center, sharing another successful client's 5-star story. Enjoy.
What's up, everybody? Excited to come here today and share with you another incredible story. My friend Makayla. My name's Lance with the Clarity Coaching Center, helping successful entrepreneurs change their lives by elevating their relationship with themselves. Kayla, thank you so much for coming on here today. You have been such a wonderful person to work with. Tell us a little about yourself. What do you do? Where are you from? Give us a little bit of a story.
Yeah, Lance, thank you for that introduction. I've enjoyed working with you as well. I am based out of Denver, Colorado. I am an embodiment and success coach and also a realtor, but I help to coach feminine leaders and entrepreneurs find more purpose in their business and help them live a more sustainable and longer life. I do use some of the similar tools and techniques that you like to coach with, an integrative approach to mental, emotional, spiritual health. And I have a real estate team here in Denver, Colorado as well.
That is so awesome. You sound like a busy lady helping a lot of people, and that's awesome. You get to help people with the inside and kind of out, right? So you help people with the real estate pieces, and you're helping people with, so you do more like relationship with self as well, or what other areas do you help ladies specifically in with the coaching perspective?
Yeah, specifically with entrepreneurs and feminine leaders. A lot of women come to me maybe hyperactive in their business and out of balance with their physical health or their relationships or their relationship to self. And so it's truly a holistic approach. Maybe they're really, really good at running their business, but they're having a really hard time with their family or their friends. And so we clear up those limiting beliefs or kind of the greater issues so that they can be more congruent in all areas. So if they're really good in their business, then that means they should be really good in the gym too. And so I just help them clear that up and align their life that's a little bit more balanced.
I love all of that. Way to go. I mean, that's so encouraging even to hear too. It makes me think about how it's so important to have that mind, body, and soul connection, like how all of it has the pieces and how all of it is meant to work together. And also if one piece is missing, to look at the other piece and help improve it so the rest of the system gets strengthened.
Yeah, exactly. I also think it always circles back to relationship with self too, right? So when we change the way we look at things, the things that we look at change. And that's what I like to teach.
That's so good. That's so good. All right. So let's go into, where was your relationship with yourself before us working together and doing some work? I know you're familiar with, so obviously some of the things that we both do. We've done some of the same training. So specifically, like, where were you before us working together?
Oh gosh, Lance, a little bit of my story, but for your audience, I will share that just as we began our coaching together, I had undergone a really big transition in my life, leaving a long-term partnership of 5 years, having, my 2 businesses, actually launching my first international yoga retreat that was on the deck a few months into our coaching. And so I was juggling a lot, moved cities, got my own place, and was really feeling defeated in the sense of having a really deep and profound value for partnership, for love, for creating a family, and then also having what I like to call my other baby, which is my business, and wanting to put my energy there. And so I think when we first started working together, I truly felt like I couldn't have it all. Like I had to either choose finding the love, finding my partner to build the family, and or going all in on my business. And so I was really pulled in two directions.
What do you think that was the main thing holding you back in life with all that? Like, what was more the top of the triangle, if you will?
Boils down to self-worth and self-value and valuing yourself. I think one of the themes that got weaved in and many iterations throughout our time together was valuing myself enough to know that I am worthy of everything that I desire, and that there is someone out there that is a match to the life that I live and to the goals that I have long term, and that you really can build the life that you want in career, in relationship, in physical health. There is no right way to do it if you're doing it your way.
It's so good. You're such a great way with words. Was that a problem affecting like overall the quality of life in general? Like what was the, I guess, repercussion of this struggle with that self and everything else that you mentioned?
Yeah, of course. I believe truly that I wasn't showing up fully. I want to say in my business, but I'm very metaphorical in the sense that if I wasn't showing up in my business fully, I probably wasn't showing up in my life in other areas as well. And so owning my voice, stepping into that magnetism that we all want to be a part of, right? Owning my mission and actually giving time back to myself. That's another theme that came up a lot, was valuing myself enough to give myself that rest and that play. And that time to fill my cup is essential. When I feel full, then I can pour over. And my clients feel that both in my real estate business and in my coaching business.
That's so beautiful. It reminds me of when I was in college. I had this lady give me just a quick little thing about, Lance, if you want to give someone a cup of water, what do you do? I said, well, what does that mean? And she goes, well, think about it. You got to pour a cup of water first inside for yourself before you can hand it over to someone. And that simple thing is such a profound impact that affects so many other pieces of us, of like, it's so important to send that love to ourselves, because how can we send love to other people if we aren't taking care of ourselves and loving ourselves first? And if we are, it's going to be a low level of that if we do. So it's so important. Did you have any concerns, like thinking that maybe we were a fit or anything like that when we first got paired up to work together? Any thoughts there?
Lance, you did a really great job at delivering a really safe space and a safe container. So I want to thank you for that. You are not the first coach that I've had. And so I've had experiences to compare to, and you took the time to create a safe space. And throughout our calls together, I always felt like you were listening. You gave me not only your insight, but also fed back to me my words so that I could go deeper within myself. And so I think it's one thing to be like taught to, and it's another craft and skill, which I think you execute very well, which is allowing me to lead myself deeper, which overall had a more lasting impact because it was like the answers that were already there. You just helped me uncover them. So I am so grateful for that.
Thank you very much. I received that. It's such a kind compliment. And I think that is such an important quality for a coach to have, is to being able to not be like, oh, I'm Mr. Right. And I know, whatever it is, it's like, hey, let's figure this out together. And your fit in your world and your viewpoint of things is going to be different than mine. And sometimes we just need to hear it back, right? Like, what did I just say? And like, help me figure this out. So yeah, that's so good. Well, speaking of that, what are like a couple of things, 3 things that you've learned while working together that really affect your life? What's a couple pieces that you'd like to share?
So many good things. I think top 3, first and foremost, is valuing myself enough to take time out to fill my cup. And that manifested for me in getting back onto my meditation routine, which I'm super grateful for. Taking time. I actually have a full day blocked out for my entrepreneur friends. Some do it better than others. And I have one day a week. It is a completely off day for myself. I definitely have more confidence. I'm feeling more magnetic. This is showing up in my business, more consistent clientele in both the real estate and in my coaching business. And so I owe some of that consistency to the training that we did together. And overall for my, real estate team, having to step up and be that leader, I found even a stronger cadence for that as well. Being able to tune into, as I have my feet in a lot of different areas, there's always partnerships that arise, partnership opportunities, and you've allowed me, and through our work together and just through some of your inquisitive inquiries and questioning have helped me ground into, what actually feels right, what is a good partnership to move forward in, and what is it more so me being fearful that I can't do it alone. And so I'm really grateful that we worked on that element as well.
And I want to know now, like, who would you recommend this coaching program to, and why? Like, who do you think would be a good fit for this kind of work? And especially because you know a lot about this and do some coaching yourself.
Yeah. Gosh, I mean, everyone needs a coach. And more specifically, I think anyone that's looking to enhance their relationship to themselves in a way that will allow them to show up more present with their family, more present in their relationships, more grounded in who they are, more aligned with their purpose or their meaning. Doing all this will inevitably overflow. You'll make more money in your business. You will call in that ideal partner. You will heal the body if you are sick or injured. And so anyone that's just seeking to go from more to more is a perfect fit for you.
How about anything you'd say to someone who's maybe scared to invest or isn't sure about hiring a coach? Any thoughts there?
Absolutely. I would say you're paying to speed up your timeline. So whatever problem that you are facing right now, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, if you are experiencing some limiting beliefs or you are feeling stuck, you are paying to capitalize on your coach's experience. And so, Lance, you have done so many amazing things. You have walked yourself through the fire, so to speak, in so many elements of life. And so when people are signing up to work with you and they are paying you as their coach, they are paying for all of your experiences, all of the lessons that you've learned from your mistakes and your failures, which gets them that much further ahead, that much faster. So if there's anybody on the sidelines, I'm just going to say, do it.
I love what you're mentioning, talking about too, about how, I mean, you and I both have done lots, thousands of hours of coaching, tens of thousands of dollars in training. And there really is something for someone that's like, hey, well, do you want to do the 5 years and the $50,000? Or do you want to spend, some time with me to help catch you up with everything that I've learned and all the pieces I've taken from that to really help speed up that process for your life?
Absolutely. And you do a great job at tailoring the experience to the person, right? I find that to be that intimacy element of one-on-one coaching to be even that much more valuable.
So good. So good. Well, thank you so much, Makayla. You've been amazing to work with. You're such an awesome woman. You have so many beautiful things and amazing stories. I can't wait to keep sharing with you, and maybe we'll do some events together one day and do some trainings or whatever. I'm looking forward to whatever is going to come both of our ways. Well, if any of you watching would love to explore how we can help you, come to claritycoachingcenters.com. We book a free call and happy to help you out, guys. So thanks so much. Have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you soon.